Hi, welcome back to a brand new video of the Targeted Individual Program, Target Individual Experience, Target Individual Programming. So tonight, interesting enough, my brother was calling me today. As I was going outside. He called me a few days ago. He also called me while I was doing a video, and I called him back right away after I finished recording the video, which wasn't that long. And he didn't answer. Called him again later on. He didn't answer. So what they're doing is manipulating us using silent sound, radio wave frequency, due to the BCI, brain computer interface. Both him and I are microchip, even though he was microchip first. And there are times when they get their signals crossed because, again, we're twins, so we're kind of a unique circumstance where um, they will literally try to determine who is who whenever the signal is crossed. And so whenever the signal is crossed, uh, he'll create certain scenarios where he'll call me, and then I'll call him back, or I'll call him based on what it is, how they're targeting him, and how they influence me to call him. So I called him back tonight, and again, I've been trying to call him back for the past couple of days, and he wouldn't answer. So I called him back tonight, and he answered. So I'm like, okay. Then uh, I realized what was happening because after I came home to do some groceries, got back in the house, unpacked the groceries, and I just lay down, um, and I fell asleep because the past couple of days, because of the being hit with radio wave, microwave frequency, I have insomnia. So I got in the house today, literally crashed out, like literally didn't even realize I went to sleep, and I got up around probably minutes to 8. So I'm hearing all this noise. I had my grandnephew running in the hallway, back and forth, making a whole bunch of noise. So I said, all right. So I know usually when things like that's happening, they're being influenced. So I go into the kitchen. All of a sudden, they started crowding. Talk about the crowd and stuff that they'll do. My grandnephew, you know, um, I was going in the fridge to get something to eat, and as I came out, closed the door of the fridge, he came and he stands beside me, and he's tearing up this whatever it is. So they love to do this thing about, oh, we're gonna tear up whatever agreement or whatever. I'm like, what agreement? The fuck out of here. Well, what agreement? I didn't sign anything. I was microchipped illegally without my consent. I was put into a program without my consent. And so when I talk about them trying to save their ass and trying to use people around you, whether it be family members or people you grew up with, to target you, this is what I'm talking about. And like I said, I always look at the bigger picture, not you know the little shit that they have these Negropeans, the dance, the dumbass Negropeans believe in and engage in. But I look at the bigger picture of how we are attacked, what it is that they do, how they're doing it, the technology they're using to expose them. So I go into the kitchen, and my niece was on the phone, um, and she was doing like a video call, a FaceTime call, what have you. So I'm like, because I've noticed that what they'll do, particularly using my niece, is that whenever they use her to target me, she will always be FaceTime with somebody, and is always in the kitchen, blocking the fridge, doing those sort of things, right? This happens every single time. My sister, they use it in other ways. My sister, they use because, she has a code to my bedroom. Um, she'll come in probably when I'm sleeping, move stuff, take stuff, and so forth, right? My nephew, my grandnephew, they use them to engage in the synchronization. Like, for example, if I get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, either one of them will run to the bathroom, like literally run, right? So if I get up in the middle of the night to go use the bathroom, as soon as I get up, I hear them running, not walking now, running to the bathroom, getting their present department using the sirens. So this is what they do. So after all of this happened tonight, the New York President Department became very aggressive. with the remote monitoring and the in-home surveillance. So they do these things, like I said, for what, for whatever reason they're going to do it, is to and then target me severely afterwards with the noise campaign, with the remote neural monitoring, and so forth. Right, and then try to threaten me if I talk about it. Right, so I just give it a little bit of time just to see what kind of subliminal message they send me afterwards. So, for example, I was playing the Division into the Xbox controller because I have the color of the Xbox controller is black, right? So all of a sudden, they start hijacking my consciousness, and I find myself, even though I have the controller in my hand, I look at it, but I can tell the difference. So now when I look at it, they use their sirens or they use their car horn, right? Either or. And then if I walk past, I have a mic, right? I have an XLR mic. I get fixated on that. I start staring at the mic, and then I start using their sirens. Right? So again, it's just like I said, my experience has taught me very well. And the one thing it has always taught me is to expose what it is that they do, because they're trying to cover shit up. And they use, like I said, when I don't go outside, they'll engage in the same sort of targeting, same sort of psychological harassment in the home. All right? Talk to you guys in the next video.